You wake up and the show starts. Before you even open your eyes, the old outfit is already waiting. Not your clothes, your act. The version of you that smiles on command, nods at the right moments, never rocks the boat. It feels normal because you've worn it for years, but normal isn't free. Normal is heavy. Normal is the reason your jaw aches after a long day of being fine. You walk into work, someone cracks a joke that lands on you like an elbow. You laugh anyway. Polite, easy, forgettable. All day you offer polite laughs, polite opinions, polite apologies. By 5 o'clock, your chest feels like it's strapped in duct tape. That used to be my life. I had a reputation for being chilled, adaptable, nice to have in the meeting. Inside, I was a storm on mute. I'd come home, close the door, and feel the echo of conversations where I'd handed out fake yeses like candy. I'd replay every moment I wanted to say no, every joke that stung, every idea I swallowed. Then I'd stare at the ceiling and wonder why no one took me seriously. Jung would have diagnosed me in a heartbeat. I was living through my persona, the social mask we build to survive. As kids, we discover which parts of us earn smiles and which parts earn silence or shame. We keep the smiley parts on display and lock the rowdy parts in the basement. At first, it works. Kids who perform get approval. Teens who perform avoid ridicule. Adults who perform keep the peace. But here's the cost. People respect the mask, not the person. And a mask can't feel respect because it isn't alive. Think about it. You tell your friend you're totally okay helping them move for the third weekend in a row. Inside you resent it, but outside you shine. They accept the offer because that's what nice people do. Later, you lie awake, pulse pounding, replaying how you betrayed yourself. That's the gap between mask and self, and it grows every time you perform. Biology keeps the score. Tight chest when you disagree. Dry throat when you speak up. Headache after a day of smiling. Your body knows you're living out of sync. Jung never said the persona was evil. He said it was useful, until it isn't. Like a firefighter's suit, great in a blaze, suffocating at dinner. The suit was meant to come off. If you leave it on long enough, you forget what skin feels like. People sense that. Even if they don't have the language, they feel the plastic surface. Your words slide past them. They don't land. Respect needs friction, something real to push against. A mask is too smooth. So they smile back. They invite you over. They even brag about how nice you are. But respect? That's reserved for people who show an edge of truth. Dropping the act doesn't mean torching every filter you have. It starts with micro choices that tell your nervous system, we're safe to be real. Next time someone asks a favor, breathe once before you answer. Feel the urge to say yes. Notice the small pinch of fear. What if they get upset? Stay with that pinch for 2 heartbeats. If the yes dissolves, let it. Say no gently, without a 200-word apology. Watch how your shoulders relax the moment the real answer escapes your mouth. That's your nervous system thanking you. Tomorrow, try a truth-tethered yes. Your colleague asks your opinion. The safe play is to mirror theirs. Catch the impulse. Offer one honest sentence, even if your voice wobbles. Feel your face heat up. That's blood returning to places it hasn't visited in years. Expect pushback. Some people like the old script. You made life easier for them. A few will drift. Let them. They were here for the free performance, not the human beneath it. Others will stare a little longer, like they're seeing color for the first time. People recognize real when they feel it. It has texture, weight, gravity. You'll worry you're becoming selfish. You're not. Selfish is grabbing more than you need. Honest is taking exactly your space. No larger, no smaller. The persona won't vanish. It shifts into a tool you pick up when you truly need diplomacy, not when you fear inconvenience. Tool, not shell. The world won't magically get easier. It'll get real. Real contains awkward pauses, uneven edges, arguments that sting. But real also contains a respect that lingers after you leave a room. People replay your words because they tasted like something solid. Picture the next family dinner. The same joke you always laugh at rolls across the table. You pause, let the silence hang an inch longer than usual, and simply don't laugh. The room blinks. Nothing shatters. You're still breathing. That inch of silence becomes a brick in a new foundation. Brick by brick, silence by honest word, you rise to your full height. The mask will hiss that you're risking everything. Remember, masks attract caretakers and controllers, never equals. Respect is a transaction between equals standing on their own ground. You've been paying a lifelong rent on a home that already had your name on the deed. Back rent is due in courage, not money. Courage feels expensive until you count the hidden cost of cowardice. Imagine future you, decades from now, scrolling the memory of this week. Will you see yet another reel of polite compliance? Or the first shaky steps onto your own stage? No prop mask in sight. Regret is heavy interest on a loan you never needed to take. Better to pay courage now than regret later. One last image. You as a child, laughing too loud, shining too bright, dancing without checking who's watching. That child still lives behind the curtain, waiting for adult you to pull the string. Some lights will flicker out when you do, but the ones that stay will finally illuminate every corner you kept hidden. Respect won't be unanimous, but it will be real, and you'll be able to feel it because you'll be there to receive it. Carl Jung said, "The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are." Privilege sounds like a gift, but it's earned. Earned every time you notice the mask tighten and choose, trembling but true, to let your real face meet the air.